the SRM 1216. This is actually the Select Fire full auto version with full round burst. A little bit different from the civilian model, so this one can actually shoot in full auto 4 rounds at a time by rotating pop, 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 pop. The civilian model is actually semi-auto, which can be purchased at local art or retail stores. But it's a 16 round, 12 gauge semi-auto with a removable magazine. It's got 4-cylinder tubes. Each one holds 4 rounds, so you get a total of 16 rounds in this shotgun. Again, it is a semi-auto, which is a huge advancement in terms of the tactical shotgun world with such high capacity and a removable magazine. But you got a charge handle over here. As after you exhausted the 4 rounds, all you have to do is just manually index the next cylinder tube here. It'll automatically load the next round, and it'll automatically close the action all on its own. I have to manually do it because there are no rounds to trigger the action. But it is an extremely powerful shotgun, very lightweight at just over 7 pounds. Very short trigger pull, very comfortable to shoot. It's got a wonderful location for the safety and fire, very comfortable to switch over without having to really look for it. It's also got a break action similar to an AR-15. So if you're out in the field and you shoot 200 or 300 rounds, you don't want to have to go back to the shop. All you have to do is pop open the pin, pull out the bolt, and you're ready to go. Push it back in, put it through cleaning glue, pop the magazine back in, you're ready to go again. We have a few different models in terms of civilian. We've got the 1216, which holds 16 rounds. It's got a standard 18-inch barrel. We also have a couple of short-barreled versions, the 1208, which holds 8 rounds. It's a very short 10-inch barrel. We also have the 1212, which is a 13-inch barrel, holds 12 rounds. But those are NFA firearms, so if you're looking to purchase those, you will have to file a Class 3 tax stamp. Retail is MSRP of $23.99, and we are doing some different promotions which dealers can help you out with, where you can get extra magazines and recoil pads. Recoil pads are very nice to have. Standard issue don't come with the recoil pads because most law enforcement will be wearing a tactical vest, so you want that shorter pull. If you're like me and you don't go out shooting with a tactical vest, normally you're going to be wanting to wear a recoil pad because you start to feel 200 or 300 rounds of 12 gauge. But you can shoot slugs through their double-aught buck, reaching rounds, just about anything you can really think of. So it's really fun to kind of color code these, and then you can manually select which rounds you want depending on the circumstance that you're in. 2013, we're actually nominated NRA Shotgun of the Year, which is a huge achievement for tactical shotguns. It was also featured in the Call of Duty Black Ops video game. If you guys play it, you guys will know which one it is. It pretty much dominates the shotguns in that game. A lot of fun to play with in real life and in the imaginary world. And this shotgun was originally developed for law enforcement and military, so we don't have any major changes in terms of next year for the shotguns. Obviously, the Select Fire is something that a lot of law enforcement and military like to use. But no major dramatic changes. We've worked with some SEAL teams in terms of demonstrations. We've got law enforcement in Michigan and Texas, a lot of different law enforcement that have looked at them and are currently using them. A lot of different agencies will actually have specific requirements for shotguns. So some of them require pump action, some of them will allow for semi-auto, but a lot of them will allow their deputies and sheriffs to be carrying these on their own vehicles and off duty.